Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to bring a message for the chosen. If you find this resonates with you in any way, please be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let us know how it resonates with your circumstance. So, let's see here. We're going to start off with the Declare and Decree deck. Of course, whatever comes out, you're going to write it down on paper and burn it. You can get this deck off of my website. So give me 1 second here. All childhood traumas and unhealed wounds are cleared from my energy and spirit and in flesh. You can screenshot that. All childhood traumas and unhealed wounds are cleared from my energy and spirit and in flesh. Okay, so that's very important to clear out childhood traumas and unhealed wounds. That way people can't come in and re-inflict or trigger certain things that have yet to be addressed. When you heal those things, no one has that button. They don't have access to that button to trigger you or to take you backwards. So you want to definitely write that down and burn it. So let's see. Let's jump right in, y'all. So a lot of things is being revealed for me personally during this Aries full moon. And I expected that. As your spiritual eyes continue to open, you're going to find that you can look at a person, look into a situation, and it's like immediately, practically just like that, you know that person's energy. You know their intentions, good or bad. My spiritual team told me, because they revealed something to me about someone in my intimate vicinity, let's just put it that way. Not in my home, of course. But they showed me something about this person. And they said this particular individual is plotting. They're very envious and jealous of the gifts and the favor that the Most High Mother and Father has bestowed onto my life. And this particular person is trying to find ways to see how they can get a piece of my inheritance, because they apparently have a certain level of karma that they have to deal with it. They have to. They can't get around it. So I'm watching this person very, very closely. It's very important, chosen, to remain silent, and sometimes it's okay to play dumb. Largely because you could be that very person that person needs to run into, that karmic needs to run into, in order to finally feel the effects of true judgment in their life. Because quite often, when these karmics work up against other karmics, they don't receive judgment. But when they work up against a chosen seed who is conscious, awakened, oh, the judgment comes down and it hits them so hard. It's like, not only for what they've done against you, but what they've done against everybody else before you. It's going to have that type of impact on their life. So my spiritual team was saying to me personally, play dumb. Act like you don't see it. Let them walk right into the web, because their judgment is getting ready to come very, very soon, and it's going to hit them hard. So let's just see. Temperance. You are earth angels out there, chosen. So you're being called, yes, to remain balanced. Keep your internal peace, because you receive divine messages with that bird there. You receive divine messages, and regardless of other people's intentions towards you, you have access to all elements: earth, wind, water, fire. So it's easy for you to rebalance your energy and to realign yourself, despite other people's attempts to throw you off course or to take from you. Seven of Pentacles. So you have put forth the effort and you deserve every bit of your harvest. People know that you've worked hard for these things. They know it. Some of them want to turn a blind eye to it and act as if they don't know that you have earned these things. But many of them don't like how things picked up for you suddenly, just like that. Like, how did things pick up so fast for you? They don't understand the turnaround. And of course, as the saying goes, new levels, new devils. So as you continue to receive your wealth and various doors continue to open for you, you will attract people who are a part of your tribe, but you will also attract those beings who are wearing a disguise, trying to see if they could slip into the cracks, hoping that their nefarious intentions will go undetected. But your spiritual team, they never sleep and they never miss. What I tell y'all, the tower is going to come down on these beings and it's going to hit them so hard they won't even understand why is the impact so strong. In their mind, they're going to be like, but I've done this before. I've taken from people before. I've lied to people before. I've conspired against people before. And this is what they're saying. They're saying, well, they got away with it, right? In their minds, they was able to get away with it. Why is it that they come in and the moment that they come across a chosen seed, an earth angel, and they try to take from your harvest, the tower comes down just like that. Just like that. And it is highly destructive energy. But it's like, see, the Ace of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. Your spiritual team, they're like, yeah, we just needed them to run into you, Chosen. We just needed them to run into you. You are the last stop for many of these karmics who have gotten away for far too long, just working up against people, just being evil, wicked, and running around putting on this particular facade, thinking that their religious practices is going to save them, thinking that running around singing gospel is going to have people thinking that they have a pure heart, thinking that if they go to church every Sunday, or if they wear particular garments, or if they congregate with particular people, that somehow their nefarious actions will go undetected. But you are totally different, Chosen. You see this? There's emphasis on the third eye of this angel here. Your third eye is wide open. Your crown chakra is most certainly wide open. Divinely aligned. You receive divine messages from a source that these beings will never have access to. Never. Many of them are very jealous of the fact that you are highly favored. You are chosen. You do have these spiritual gifts. They are very, very jealous of that. They're getting ready to find out who you are and whose you are. Let's get into this tower here, because I knew it was coming. My spiritual team already told me that. They said, shh. Yes, you see it. They're like, yes, we know you see it. We know you smell the rat. But we want you to be quiet and let them walk right into the trap. Because this is one that they won't be able to get out of. Everything that was hidden behind these walls that these beings tried to cover up is going to be fully exposed, completely dismantled. Their whole world is getting ready to be shaken up. So the tower is clarified by grounded celestial. Yeah, this is a supernatural event that's getting ready to happen here. You're going to remain grounded, though, because you're so... Look at how there's a person here. The tree is you. You're so connected. That's the problem. See, they tried to come against a celestial being. Okay? You're not just anybody. You are connected to all elements. As I said before, earth, wind, water, and fire. The planets, the stars, the moon, the sun. You're connected to it all. That's why the tower is getting ready to hit them in a way. Ooh, they won't be able to get back up from this one. This is destructive energy. Let me see. Get some more on this tower. Look at this. I got 2 cards. What I tell you? It's all because, and yeah, it's no coincidence that I picked that up in the reverse. It's all because this being, they're all about a paycheck. You see what I'm saying? They're all about a payday, a payout. It's all about money for these beings by any means necessary. Evil as all get out. When I tell you that behind those fake facades, though these shape-shifting beings that try to act like they're so pure, they're so innocent. Oh, I'm so sweet. Oh, life is just happening to me. No, heifer. These things are happening against these beings, especially this tower that's getting ready to come, because they are by any means necessary. All for the sake of fiat. They don't care who they step on as long as they're able to get some money in their hands. That's why it's getting ready to be so bad. Oh my goodness. How foolish could they be? I'm going to have to tap in and see, why did they think that you was the one to play with though? 1111 on my timer. Dark entities drawn to low vibrational energy. Okay? These beings are demons themselves, like they are the perfect temple. They house demons. I'm picking up that these beings also have some mental issues going on here. I'm damn near 100% certain of that. Because anytime you house demons in your temple, the likelihood that it's going to have an impact on the mind, the emotions, and things of that nature is very high. These particular karmics are getting ready to feel destructive energy because they were so focused on trying to take from you. Just wanted a paycheck, just wanted money. Anything to try and get a piece of your well-earned harvest. They're getting ready to find out. Let's see. So what made them believe that you will be the perfect target? What made them believe you were the perfect target? Point of no return, endings, finality, the lights out. See, these beings, I feel like they work with low vibrational entities is what I'm picking up here. They have to. They work with low vibrational entities, and for whatever reason, maybe they thought that the energy, the deities or the beings that they conjure up had some sort of power that went beyond the source that you're connected to. But I tell people all the time when I do my personal consultations, when they ask me, well, Shavi, what do you think about this particular deity or this particular belief system or praying to this particular god or goddess? And I say, listen, just keep in mind that regardless of what you decide to do, every deity, god, or goddess, there's always one that's higher in ranking. Always. So if you are conjuring up this particular, I'm just going to throw just a random, something that I'm making up, right? If you're conjuring up Tolopum, right? That's your deity. That's the one that you're doing your rituals towards, Tolopum, right? That's not a real, if it is, I don't know what it is, right? Tolopum. And you say, let's just say these karmics, they're worshiping Tolopum. And they're like, okay, I'm going to use Tolopum's energy. I want the chosen seed to lose this, and I want to see them lose that, and I want to, extract that energy and use it for myself and to build my wealth. And they go to Tolopum to do this, right? What they fail to understand is that there's always a deity or a goddess or a god that's higher than Tolopum. So they can come across another karmic that says, well, I work with Bellaboom. Bellaboom has a higher ranking in the spiritual realm than Tolopum. So now they got to fight up against Bellaboom and Tolopum. But you chosen, your source is the Most High Mother and Father. And there is no deity, no entity, no god, no goddess. There is no source that can be conjured that is higher than the Most High. And so for that reason, these beings thought that you was vulnerable because you didn't have a particular deity or a particular source, or maybe they thought that the source that they was conjuring, there was none greater. Okay? They thought that this source right here was going to come in and shut it down. Lights out. They thought that this was the highest source. But they fooled themselves. When they came across you, Chosen, and you were saying the Most High this, the Most High that, they was thinking, oh, this is an easy target right here. Yeah, this is an easy one. And they went and consulted with their little deity, Telepoon. And Telepoon about to get their asses burnt the hell up. Not only them, but Telepoon about to get his ass burnt the hell up right along with them. Because Telepoon has to understand that in the presence of a chosen seed, it must stand down. In the presence of a chosen seed, especially one who is consciously aware of who they are, it must stand down. That's why Telepoon ain't going to be able to protect these karmics that's working up against you, Chosen, thinking that they getting ready to get a cash out, a paycheck off of you. Or whatever it is they think that they're getting ready to get. Some sort of materialistic, superficial crap that they're getting ready to sell their half of a soul for, because many of them don't even have one. They're getting ready to put themselves in a really, really bad position here. They don't even see it yet. Let's see. So they thought they could work up against you because they thought that the deity that they worshipped or that they conjured up was far greater than your source. Roaming, what does it say? Roaming, travel, wandering. Yeah, they really thought that you was just out here just still trying to figure it out. Okay? They thought you was out here just lost in the sauce. Okay? Just a little innocent bystander, vulnerable as ever. That's what they thought. Let's see. What was that fell? So we have sacred gifts here. Okay? Sacred gifts. Now, one thing about this, whoever this karmic is, they recognize that you have very powerful gifts. In some cases, this person is trying to get a payout, like literally gain access to your inheritance, your material inheritance. In other cases, this particular being is trying to access your sacred gifts. They want to see if they can siphon your gifts. They want these gifts for themselves. Why? Why do they think they even deserve it? That's why I say it's some mental issues going on here. Because there's no way. I mean, but hey. People's minds ain't right out here. I'm trying to tell you. This journey is not for everybody. It's not for everybody. You know, and this is no shade to those who suffer with mental illness. But I strongly suggest to people, if you've yet to get a handle on those mental, whatever is going on with you, right, mentally, you ain't got no business talking about opening up your third eye. If a person has yet to get a handle on their mental instability, they have no business worrying about a third eye. Because typically, the mental instabilities begins in the root chakra. It's something that goes way back in that person's roots. It's firmly rooted and it needs to be plucked up. They got to get to the source of that thing. But a person with mental illness that tries to open up their third eye chakra is someone who's going to be, it's going to get that much worse. Let's just put it that way. But I feel like whoever this person is, they are very, very jealous of your sacred gifts. The card that came out is investigate. So now they know that you are a natural investigator. They know that you gain clarity. You know how to, this says searching for clues and information, evidence leading to the truth, inspect and examine, analyze signs, compile facts. You know how to get to the bottom of many things. This person wants to be like you. So they're behind the scenes trying to figure out a way to access these gifts here, because they know that a large part of your inheritance is also connected to these gifts. Your ability to see beyond the illusion, to see beyond the veil. It gives you access to information that these karmics, they don't have access to it. They've yet to figure it out. but they came across you and they thought vulnerable, easy target. You don't have a particular deity. At least they thought that it wouldn't be stronger than their little telepoom, whatever the hell I called it before. I don't know. And so now they're about to walk themselves into a trap. But you see everything. You see everything. There's nothing that you cannot see. Look at this. Into the cosmos. You see what's down below, and you see what's up high. As above, so below. Your gifts are very expansive. They are not strictly catered to one particular way of seeing things. No, your gifts are expansive. You see it all. So this says spiritual dissolution, reintegrate fragments of your soul, release of the ego, all self-doubt, harmony, interconnectedness. And the only reason why you've been able to gain access to these gifts is for these reasons here. Reintegrating fragments of your soul. So if you was shattered, if you was broken, you put yourself back together. And you have a gift to be able to teach people and to show people the way of healing themselves. Somebody sees the value in these sacred gifts that you hold here, and they're very envious of these gifts. Let's see. Yeah. Because see, you've traveled the pathway. Through every twist and turn, you've traveled, you gained the lessons. You've already made it. And these beings, they don't want to have to take that pathway. They want to take shortcuts. And their way of trying to take shortcuts is to try to work up against you, chosen, to see if somehow they can grab hold of what is inherently yours. They don't want to have to take this pathway, because there's a whole lot of lessons that they have to learn along this pathway. Many of these beings know that the karma that they have attracted to themselves, look at that. This bottom of the deck says finding a way out. Okay? Your pathway looks totally different because you've had integrity from beginning to end, from start to finish. You've maintained your integrity. So you was always divinely protected with this rainbow here. Regardless of what happened on your path, you was always protected, but this is their path. This is the path of these karmics who are currently trying to work up against you, who think that you can't see them. And they're at the bottom here, trying to find their way out. Look at that. I told you. Shattered. Completely shattered. Stress, low energy, defeated, disruption, worry, disconnected. They have no divine connection here. They don't even know how to put themselves back together. But they're very jealous that you was able to pick up the pieces in your life and to realign yourself and to find your true gifts, your true path, your voice. They don't even know where to start. And like I said, they're trying to take shortcuts because their pathway, they got a lot to do. They have a lot to work through. They're nowhere close to where you are, chosen. Nowhere close. So, solar plexus chakra. Let me clarify, what do they want you to know about the solar plexus? Confidence, willpower, courage, strength. You have all of that aligned. You know who you are. Let's see. They could be targeting your solar plexus. So this is clarified by the Ace of Wands. See, you're going to move towards your wish fulfillment regardless. You're going to take action towards those things that are inherently yours. This is your birthright. Who's going to stop it? No. You when the Most High says take action, you say yes. These beings are trying to block that. So let me just see. You know what? See if I even have the cards down here. Yes, I do. Let's get a message from the ancestors and see what they have to say about this. We are communicating with you through your dreams. So they're going to give you clarity about these beings through your dreams, chosen. Then I also have, write down everything you'd like us to handle and place it on your altar. So things are going to be shown to you. You will have very vivid dreams. Even those things that you detect, write it down and put it on your altar and let your spiritual team know, yes, because they're not going to impede on your free will. If you feel like you can handle this situation without them stepping in, then of course, they're going to let you do that. But be very clear with them. Yeah, this person over here, I'm detecting some things about this person's energy. And I give thanks in advance that y'all are calling judgment if judgment is necessary. I never say put somebody's name on it and speak ill against them. I never say that. Even if you have a strong inkling, you done had 50 million dreams, never put somebody's name on the rituals that you're doing in terms of speaking ill against them. Leave it up to your spiritual team. They see everything that's going on in the spiritual realm. So I say, yes, you see my enemies. You see those that are working up against me. There's a particular individual that I'm questioning. If this person has ill intentions towards me, remove them from my life and bring swift judgment upon their head. If they don't, then nothing happens, right? But if they do, this is their fate. And it's going to happen in the most unexpected way. So this says, no one will lay a finger on you or your children. We are protecting you. Who the hell these beings? Who do they think they are? Who do they think their little deities, their little, demons, whatever they're conjuring up? Who the hell do they think they are? They hold no power, no authority. They have no say-so, zero. The ancestors have spoken. They said they won't lay not one finger on you or your children. And whatever request you put through, oh, trust and believe, they're going to get on it quick, fast, and in a hurry. Queen of Swords. Just speak it out there. Say it. What do you need? Call on them. You see how she has her hand out? Yeah, I need y'all. Yeah, let me go ahead and tell y'all some things. Let's talk about some things, y'all. This is you talking to your spiritual team. Yep. I'm calling on y'all. Step in on my behalf. And they're on their way. They hear you. They're listening. Okay? I can't. Oh, there's a butterfly right above the sword. They're letting you know we're in the process of changing this thing right now. We're going to put it to rest. We're going to change it up. It's going to look totally different by the time we're done dealing with these fools. Look at that. That's going to be their energy. It's going to be cold. It's going to be dusty, crusty, musty, and dusty. Okay? That's getting ready to be their existence. All because you spoke and you let your spiritual team know, look, I need you to handle this fool over here. They're trying to bring me trouble, y'all. Thank you in advance for bringing swift judgment upon their heads and for protecting me and my loved ones and for protecting my inheritance and everything that is rightfully earned. It's getting ready to be real, real cold for these beings. They think they're going through depression and anxiety and mental illness now. Oof. Just wait, King of Swords. I'm telling you, your whole spiritual crew is on it. Every last one of them. For those of you who are the empresses out there, the divine feminine and the divine masculine chosen seed, speak your truth. Put it out there. Your spiritual team said, tell me, let me know what's going on. And we're on it. Put it on your altar. We got it covered. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Whatever you put out there. Like they said, write it down and put it on your altar. It's being handed over. It's being placed in the right hands, y'all. Signed, sealed, and delivered. In effect, finalized, official. Yeah, it's in full effect. Okay? They mess with the wrong one. But then again, they mess with the right one. Because their judgment has been long overdue. So, move in silence. Play dumb. Act like you don't have a clue. And behind the scenes, speak to the Most High and your spiritual team. Put it on your altar. Take your hands off of it and watch the tower fall while you eat your popcorn. That's it, and that's all. That's my message for today, y'all. Let me see. I'll take one message from my book to close, okay? I'll use a charm to grab a number. Let's see. The number 41. So this is the octopus. All hands on deck, okay? Number 41. Let's read message 41. So, of course, this is my book. Where is it at? Okay, full of channeled messages. It's called Guided Light. If you want to order this book, you can get it off my website. It's not meant to be read from front to back. It's meant for you to open it to turn to whatever page you feel guided to turn to and read. In the back of the book, there's 56 random messages. So if there's a specific number that stands out to you, such as the number 41 that I just pulled from the charms, you're going to turn to message 41. So let's see. What do they want us to know? It says, remain in hermit mode a while longer. A breakthrough is on the horizon due to your dedication and commitment to your vision. Others are observing your progress, so keep your work a mystery to shield yourself from any jealousy or negativity. Your alone time will inspire your creativity, and the more at peace you are, the more successful your vision will be. This is a wonderful opportunity for you, and you'll experience great joy as you see your vision come to life. So like I said, they're behind the scenes trying to investigate, trying to figure out how do you do it? How do you do it? What are you doing? What can they do to take what you have to be, to get ahead of you and all of these other things? But it's not going to happen. Remain in hermit mode and focus on your vision. Keep your energy of peace and stillness there. Put it on your altar. Your spiritual team has got your front, back, side, and center. They're about to handle these cockroaches. That's my message for you all. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to y'all next time.